What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp here with some more coverage of CES 2018, and today I stopped by the LG booth and they had some really awesome things on display. My coverage of CES 2018 is brought to you by Corsair in collaboration with HardwareCanucks. Check the links in the description down below to learn more. So pretty much every year at CES you're gonna see a really awesome display by LG, and this year their TV display was absolutely insane. And this was to show off their new rollable TV that they just unveiled a few weeks ago, actually, right before CES. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I got a lot of things you guys are going to like to hear coming up in a minute, but the display itself was really impressive. It showed off the flexible panels, the bright colors, the deep blacks because they're OLED. LG's made a lot of changes this year to their TVs, so I'm really pumped to check them out in 2018 to see what the main differences are and just really test them for myself. And now with these TVs, it has Google Assistant built in. Google is like one of the big pushes this year. So instead of, manually going to whatever channel you want or changing the settings, you can have Google do that for you just by asking it. Not only that, but you can have it check your calendar, you can check the scores of games, you can have it change some of the lights in your room if it's all hooked up to your Google Home. Google Assistant now on your TV, in your remote, making everything smarter. But now to the one thing that I was really psyched about, and that is their new line of monitors, specifically gaming monitors. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be swapping out my three monitors on my desk setup now with these brand new ones from LG. Because my old ones that I've been using aren't gaming related at all, but these now are. So this model is an updated one from last year. We saw their 21:9, the 34-inch ultra-wide curved gaming monitor, but it wasn't 4K. It was still a 1080p monitor, but now this year it's 3440 by 1440p. It's a nice nano IPS display, but what I was really psyched about is that it has NVIDIA G-Sync built in. Yes, we're finally getting G-Sync on these curved ultra-wide monitors. It's got a 100 Hz refresh rate, and you can overclock that to 120 Hz. So the monitor itself doesn't look too different than what we've seen in the past from LG, but now for the base and the feet of it, it is black and red to kind of go along with that gamer feel. I can kind of understand that. But on the back of the monitor, actually, they have this kind of RGB light ring going around it. And if you're asking yourself, well, what's the point of this? Not like you can see it or anything. It's so that it's gonna throw these lights behind your monitor onto your wall. So it's gonna give a nice cool glow behind it. You can control all the lights and the effects within the monitor itself, so you don't need any software. I thought that was nice. That stand also allows for tilt, height adjustment, and swivel adjustment, but you can also take that stand off if you want to, VESA mount it, which obviously I'm gonna be doing. And the model is the LG 34GK950G, I believe. A lot to say, but I am definitely psyched to check these out. I think they said it's going to be released around April or May, so towards spring and summer. But I'm going to be replacing all three of my LG monitors now with these new gaming ones, and it's going to be lit, literally. And then they showed off the world's first 21:9 5K monitor. This actually won a CES Innovation Award. So it was a 34-inch 5120 by 2160 nano IPS display. It's got built-in HDR, but the one thing that stuck out to me was how thin the bezels were. It was a really nice design, and when you put the two side by side, like you can see here, for like a productivity setup, side by side, it looks great because with those thin bezels, it goes together nicely, fits great in unison. Then they showed off three of these side by side with the mount having them all in the vertical orientation. It looks absolutely insane. I could imagine how this would be really killer for a desk setup, but this looks like a really legit monitor. It's actually the world's first 5K daisy-chained monitors as well through Thunderbolt, so you can connect two of these monitors to your MacBook Pro with only one Thunderbolt cable, since the two monitors are daisy-chained. So the fact that you're having two 5K monitors side by side looking as great as that does, all with just one cable, is remarkable. Winding on down, they showed off their new lineup of the LG Grahame for 2018, and I really want to check this out because these make a huge jump from the 2017 version. The 13.3-inch version is 965 grams, the 14-inch version is 995 grams, and the 15.6 version is 1,095 grams. So still pretty light. I mean, you do the conversions there. And these all feature the latest 8th-gen Intel processors. So with that, you're getting up to 40% greater performance versus the last 7th-gen CPUs. And you're getting up to 50% increased memory performance with these latest models as well. They showed off both like the silver and the white version. I'm kind of liking the white one myself. Yes, they're still both touchscreen. They've added more ports, which is good. Always great, you know, to add more accessibility to it. They did something like change the webcam from being on the bottom of the display to the top now, so you're not just getting a nice chin selfie. And they also moved the fingerprint reader. That used to be right by the trackpad, but it's now embedded into the power button. These are due to release next month, I believe, but just seeing the amount of changes and upgrades they've made in just a year's time from last year's 2017 model, I'm definitely gonna look forward to testing those out. Definitely, like I said in my video last year, one of the best back-to-school laptops out there. And then lastly, I know a lot of you guys really aren't into projectors, but this is a 4K projector. And what's really crazy about this is it can project up to 150 inches, and it looks amazing even with the lights on. So you don't need to be in a pitch black room for you to see what's being projected. Usually that's the case, but here with the lights on, you can still see it perfectly. I haven't seen a 4K projector before, and they were telling me about the benefits for gaming and stuff now, and the fact that you can also hook this up to something like the Xbox One. Since it has HDR10, you can take advantage of that with the Xbox One X. And just imagine kicking back, having a 150-inch projection on your wall. Like, that is insane. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to check this out or not, because it's probably gonna be a pricier item, but if they can send it out to me and we can make this crazy gaming man cave, I would be all about it. And it can actually project in a vertical or horizontal orientation. So no matter where you set this down, whether it's like next to your coffee table, if you have it standing up or laying down, it's still gonna project just fine. But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this preview of LG at CES 2018. I was blown away from the second I saw that crazy room with all those foldable TVs. It was quite the experience for sure, and I'm really looking forward to checking out those gaming monitors. Hopefully by spring or summertime, it's gonna be a pretty awesome change in the gaming setup overall. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Don't forget, check out some of my other CES coverage so far this year, and make sure you're following me on Twitter at randomfrankp. I've been doing like live updates and tweets and stuff like that from things that I'm seeing throughout the show floor. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.